Yeah, that's what I'm liking. Right, one sec. We're actually live already, but I have us muted, so. Let me just double check. 83. Wait, what's the requirements? Mm-hmm. You'd have to run by me. That went completely over my head. I can't lie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, calm. I was just like, as you said it, I was just doing something and it just like, my brain just couldn't function. It's not like, it's not the end of the world. Oh, fuck yes, I have to go onto YouTube, don't I? No. He's not, he's texting me saying he's got tutoring, apparently, so, hell of a timing. Just Alright, let's get this party on the road. Oh, apparently I'm not muted. That's brilliant. I've muted everything here. But, well, I guess let's go straight into it. Hello.
Hello.
How are we doing?
We're doing okay.
Oh, doing wonderfully well. Luckily we didn't say anything too incriminating and we're just chatting about FIFA. So how are we feeling ahead of game week 10?
I'm not. I wouldn't say confident, but
Yeah.
a bit more excited this week than I have been for the last couple.
Yeah, for me, I've actually got a team. Well, I've got a team where I think that I'm going to have 11 players starting for the first time in 3 weeks. So I'm excited to see that happen. For that being an exciting prospect is yes, it sort of says how things have been going. I think for the both of us as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess we'll take a look straight away. We'll go straight into your team. What's the thoughts behind these? You brought in De Bruyne from -4, is that correct?
I brought in De Bruyne and Konsa.
And Konsa.
For -4.
It's not bad. Two solid players.
Yeah. Well, last week I only fielded 6 players. But
You fielded 6. Was it only 6? Well, well, it was 8, but like, yeah.
More than 0 points.
Because you had Lamptey and Justin 0 and -1, so.
Correct. And Callum Wilson also on 0.
Ah, yeah, Callum Wilson on 0, injured, out. Should be playing tonight, although I hope he does awfully.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm hoping for both my fantasy and for Palace's sake. And Ezri Konsa as well. I mean, well, you get the you're covering the Aston Villa clean sheet.
The main reason, the main thing behind it is that given that a lot of people have got Martinez in goal,
Yeah,
just getting that bit of safety.
bit of safety and also
Considering he's cheap, he has scored 2 goals.
Yeah,
But like ignoring the 2 goals, the clean sheets are still covered, and he's and I need to get a replacement for Seiss, who both wasn't playing and is now potentially got COVID. I think.
potentially got coat. Yeah, I think so. Let me just turn. I'm gonna try and turn you up a bit because apparently you're quite quiet.
Okay.
Hopefully that's better. You say Saiss has COVID now?
Well, I believe he might have COVID. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At least on the FPL app, he says he's got an illness expected back on the 6th of December.
Expected back on the 6th. Okay. Well, I mean, he wasn't playing anyway, so for me, it's no kind of difference whether he has it or not. To be honest. Let me just.
So there's over 750,000 people transferring out Wilfried Zaha this week.
Yeah, I mean that. To be fair, I reckon that could hurt people next week when he plays against West Brom and absolutely stomps. But this week is a fair enough move. A lot of people are doing what you've done, in sort of either bringing back Salah or bringing in De Bruyne.
Yeah, I mean, I had I think 4.3 million in the bank.
4.3 mil
going into this week.
At 3.7. That money just kind of sitting there for. I think I had that money sitting there for a good 2 or 3 weeks as well. So it was nice to sign up, be like, okay, my team's sort of at more of a fuller potential than it has. In talking about, I'm going to move on to my team now. Breaking news. Nothing really breaking news. There's nothing much has happened. I brought in De Bruyne on the captaincy. Do you see that Nick Pope's been injured or is out? I don't know.
I've not seen that.
Pope's either out or got injured or got COVID, but he's not in the team this weekend basically. So how much that'll affect Burnley, I don't know, but I feel like it will affect them a decent amount considering.
Yeah, I can imagine it will do.
Just in terms of mentality of the team as well, knowing that he's kind of not there behind you. But other than that, I don't know what.
Given that he's out, that's interested me more in having a last-minute switch, but I don't know if I will do that yet.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the last-minute switch. Apparently, Cheesebomb saying that Pope has a head injury, so that could have been from that last-minute save. To be fair, because he got absolutely clarted when he went down for it. Hell of a save that was for Christian Benteke to get his first goal in about 20 years, I think. Yeah, I'm pleased with the midfield now. Son, Salah, De Bruyne. You've got Son, Salah, De Bruyne as well, don't you?
I've got Son, Salah, De Bruyne, but I've also got an upgrade on you. You've got Jack Grealish, and I've got John McGinn.
Yeah, you've got McGinn. Sorry, I forgot he was the absolute baller. A lot of potential. No, I'm really happy with that midfield. For me, it's hard because I could go Zaha and Grealish to Bruno and Stinker, I think, or almost do that. But then, just value for money wise, Grealish for me is just unbelievable. He's 3 mil less or something than Bruno, and I don't think he's going to get a lot less points over the course.
Maybe, I don't know. Bruno has seemingly, even in poor Manchester United form, found a lot of points.
Yeah, that's very true. And then when they do step up, he's just ticking by, isn't he?
Exactly. Given that Villa are on the higher end of their expected amount of form.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You can only expect that. You're not anticipating that Grealish is going to peak any higher in terms of maybe point output.
Yeah,
maybe
I mean, to be fair, he has been his expected goals. I mean, he's had 2 or 3 saved off the line, assists chalked off because of VAR. There's a lot that's been going for him. Every week when I watch Villa, I'm not expecting, but you come away from the game disappointed if he doesn't get an assist or a goal because of the amount of opportunity he kind of creates for himself.
Very true. Yeah, it all goes through him.
Sam, we have a Mr. Sam Smith in the chat saying it's a Vardy party this week, boys. I really hope not, to be honest. They're playing against Fulham.
I can really absolutely see that.
But I can see it. But apparently there were some stats coming out that Fulham have only actually conceded 3 goals away from home. Or maybe 3 goals in the last 3 games away from home. Because they play a lot deeper when they're away, which kind of doesn't suit how Leicester like to play and how Vardy likes to play. But then again, it is Leicester. They should be twatting Fulham. Let's be honest. Cheesebomb says, "Were either of you tempted to go for Jota? What do you think, Jota? What do you think about Jota?"
I'm absolutely very interested in Jota, but the issue for me is that there's obviously only 5 midfielder slots, and for his price, it's seemingly if you've got that money and you need that fifth player. He's a no-brainer. But
yeah, he seems really good
hard
value.
to fight for him over anyone else.
For me, it's in terms of I had a lot more. I had other things I wanted to sort out this week because I feel like Yotta's kind of like more of. I guess with Zaha, a lot of people have gone from Zaha to Yotta, so that's kind of an easy like fire putting out. But for me, like Yotta at the minute is more of a luxury transfer because it's just not a move I felt like I needed to make this week.
Absolutely.
But yeah. I'm thinking about going forward. Come game week 7 when they play Fulham, I'm thinking of getting him or maybe a Liverpool defender because that Liverpool defender, like that Robertson slot, all of a sudden doesn't look too bad.
No.
Yeah, he says Grealish has been super unlucky. D Dandy says, will Rashford start? What do you think about Rashford?
This is where we need Elliot Taylor on the mic.
This is where we need our our Man United fan in. Unfortunately, we don't have him. He played sometime midweek in Champions League. Scored a penalty, but that's because Bruno gave it to him.
Yeah, he's got 75% for a knock. Like more often than not, these knocks, particularly with people of the likes of Rashford, they play.
Most of the time,
So
it's 75%.
If you've got Rashford and you're worried about starting him, I'd say that you probably should start him, but.
Yeah, obviously it's hard to tell, but a lot of the time when it's 75%, I'd say the majority of the time they do play. Also, Rashford's the kind of player with United that they want to try and start. He's not a player that you can sort of be like, oh, okay, you've got a little bit of a knock, we'll rest you. He's a player that's kind of integral to that United team at the minute. So
yeah, absolutely.
Guy says KDB or Son. It's a tough one, I think, because like KDB's KDB. I know that's probably the most obvious statement, but I love making that statement. But Son's been the best player in FPL this year. For me, I just think the coming fixtures that City have got. De Bruyne's more of a captaincy option for me anyway. I don't think as good as Son has been, I still don't have the confidence in him to captain him.
No, particularly not this week.
Yeah, against Chelsea as well.
Given that there's too many other better options for captaincy.
And if you think in the next 4,
or at least
gone.
At least based on the fixture, at least not including the form. Son doesn't appear on my radar for captaincy.
Considering as well, in the next 4, De Bruyne is playing against Burnley, Fulham, and West Brom. Like, I can't hide away from that. We have a comment in from Aaron Matharu. Does Foden start? I think he does start this week, He's been playing really well. A lot of Man City fans I've been seeing are sort of complaining about Pep's choices last week when they played Spurs, like why Bernardo Silva, who's been awful for the past 14 months for them, was starting above Foden, who's was really good with England, and he scored midweek as well in the Champions League. So I don't see why he doesn't start, to be honest. But I think if you still got him I think it's worth the risk starting him because if he plays, he's very likely to do something. Let's take a look at the fixtures. So starting us off, El's actually given me his predictions for the games.
Well done of him.
So I'll leave his prediction out for the Crystal Palace Newcastle one because I think it's wrong basically. He's gone with 2-0 to Newcastle. What do you think?
Oh, I could absolutely see that happening.
I'm going to go with 2-0 to Palace on the reverse. So I guess you're the final say.
It's Crystal Palace at Sellers Park. I can see it being 2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle. Okie dokie. Let me bring up here. Let me try. We've got Brighton versus Liverpool. He's gone with 3-1. You think that Brighton will nab a goal?
I think the last time they met, Liverpool won 3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably fair. Like it's almost certainly going to be a Liverpool win. Mm-hmm. It's just about. It's not about if. It's about by how much.
Yeah, that's true. Like I can see this being like a 2-0, but a goal for Brighton would obviously be quite nice, just to wipe that clean sheet off.
Yeah, I agree.
And they didn't play too well midweek Liverpool, but they were playing quite a kind of they were playing almost an FA Cup squad.
Yeah.
With like Salah, Mane, so on. Ishan is asking Vardy or KDB captain. That's for me. That's a toss up. You know,
That's quite true.
It's a 50-50.
If I said Vardy, I'd probably captain Vardy, to be honest.
Yeah, potentially is differential. Whoever you've got the captaincy on right now, stay with that person. That's all I'd say. Last minute changes ain't the one. Tell you that. Man City Burnley, he's gone 3-4-5-6-0.
I would say 4 or 5, but I reckon, given how Man City are at the minute, I think 3-0. That's probably the right ballpark.
I think they'll definitely want to score quite a few. The thing is, I can see it being high scoring because of how poor they've been in terms of goal scoring. Aguero's back, KDB's rested. They're really going to want to like make a statement in this game. Like, no, we're not. Like, we are here to sort of do the business. And I don't think
if Nick Pope is gone, then do you think that Burnley are not going to just try even harder still to deny them those shots?
But I don't know if they will be able to be honest, because like against Palace, I mean, they've kept 2 clean sheets in the last 2, yes, but like watching that game, Burnley weren't actually very good defensively. They gifted us a lot of opportunities. We just weren't good enough to take them. And also, if we were smart enough, like Man City are smart enough to have to know their fullbacks are bombing left and right. Townsend's so used to playing with Joel Ward that he doesn't know that Klein is actually like the amount of times I was screaming at the TV for Townsend just to pass it to Klein because he was pretty much through on goal because the overlapping fullbacks were getting so much space because of how Burnley pressed. Cheeseball's coming in with the Chris Wood masterclass incoming. You heard it. Chris Wood isn't it like he's so underrated. He's an absolute baller. The way he controls the ball and like his interplay from the air. One of the main reasons, along with like me saying Burnley are poor, like they're still a solid side. I just don't think they're yet as solid as they have been previously. But I think it's coming, and especially without Pope, it's going to be hard for them. But Wood is one of the main reasons why they're 100% going to stay up, in my opinion. And could easily go and bag a goal. Everton Leeds. What are we saying?
I think this is quite a tricky one. I think this could go to 3-3.
3-2. I went with 2-2. A lot of people are going with sort of high scoring games in this one. I'm very happy to own both DCL and Bamford for this game. Because I think it suits both those strikers how the opposition team play. Like the way Leeds attack, they get in behind your fullbacks and sort of play that tick-attacker into the striker. And Everton have conceded a lot. Like they conceded against Fulham like that. There goes the microphone. Hold on a second. Microphone disconnected. Are we back? Oh, don't tell me. There we go. Owen, can you hear me? Oh, hold on a minute.
You might have muted yourself there, Jabs.
Yeah. No, my microphone disconnected. A little bit of some technical difficulties there. That was unfortunate. But I was saying I'm very happy to own both strikers in this game. So you're going with 3-3? I think I can agree with that. Oh my word! Right. Hello. Oh my word. Right, hold on a second. You're going to see the Discord pop up here with me, Mr. Brown. The technical difficulties. It's a wonderful way. Oh dear. It's all gone wrong. With 7 minutes left to go. Oh my word. It's all come down to this. Oh no. Hello. Right, I'm just going to have to yabber on by myself for now. There we go. all of that just because I accidentally flicked the wire out of my microphone. What an absolute mare! For everyone who's stuck through that, you're absolute soldiers, absolute heroes. So what did you go for over to Leeds at the end?
I can absolutely see that being 3-3, as you say. I think there'll be goals. It's not like all of Leeds' games so far have seemingly just had just loose balls around the place. A lot of chances either side.
Yeah. I can still. I think Everton will nick it, but like 3-2, 4-3, like one of those. Cheesebomb commented with the bad omen for the game week. Oh, I really hope not. To be honest, this is. I feel like this game. I feel like this game week's make or break for me. It's obviously not, but like for the first time in a while, I've had like expectations going into a game week with the like.
Yeah, and differentials.
Yeah, exactly. With the amount I've put into Man City, like if Cancelo starts tomorrow, I'll be buzzing and I'll be like hoping for a big game week after that. So West Brom at Sheffield. El's gone with Borefest 0-0.
Yeah, I think 0-0 as well.
I think it will go one of two ways, and it's more likely to go the way of both teams are too nervous to concede, that everything will be in defence and then they just won't be able to attack, or it could go the other way.
My assumption is the game will have a maximum of one goal.
Yeah, well, whoever scores first wins, basically.
Yeah.
Simple. Southampton United.
I think this is an interesting one. I don't know which way it will go.
Southampton have played so well recently. Like 17 points,
they have
well above United. Obviously, normally you see this fixture and you're like, oh, United are going to win. But with the way they've been playing, I really don't know. I'm obviously hoping for a Bruno Fernandes blank. Okay, I'm assuming you're in the same boat there.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, 3 of the last 4 times these two teams met, it ended in a draw.
Really? I don't mind that. What kind of scoreline though?
2-2, 1-1 and 2-2.
2-2. I don't think, to be honest, I don't really care who wins the game, but 2-2 probably wouldn't be great because it probably means that Bruno gets something. You know what? Yeah. Martial scoring a brace. Get me on that. Get me the points on the football 5s. I'll take it. Win me 10 grand. Chelsea Spurs.
I think it could be a low scorer.
I do really like how Spurs are playing. A 1-1, yeah. It's a tentative game because both these sides are kind of, at the start of the season they were talked out of the title race. Now they're very much talking themselves into a title race, although Spurs have had the much harder fixtures than Chelsea, Chelsea have beaten Burnley, West Brom, Fulham, and all of a sudden they're title contenders. So it'll be a title. I can actually see Spurs nicking it. I think they have that quality now, and the fact that their big players are actually performing. We've seen they've got so much reliance on those big players, but when they do perform, they get the results.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, they obviously beat Man City last week, but I feel like not that Chelsea are necessarily a better team than Man City.
No,
but I feel as though Spurs will struggle more to score against them and to deal with them rather.
Yeah, I think it'll be a very different game because Spurs obviously had the mindset going into that game. We're just going to defend, hit them on the counter, bit of quality, and I think also a lot has been talked about. Man City, but they had a lot of opportunities they should have buried. Jesus cleared the ball off the line for De Bruyne, or not off the line, but he blocked a De Bruyne shot, which was definitely going in. City had a disallowed goal. They did break Spurs down, and I think Chelsea can break them down as well.
Yeah.
We have another comment in from this guy saying he's playing Adama. Can he do anything against Arsenal? I guess the first question with Adama, does he start?
Will he play?
Yeah, he started last week. I saw a tweet from Fantasy saying that people who kept him in from game 3 it's been paid. The faith has been paid off. He started, and normally when the faith is paid off, they've done something. They've scored a goal, got a clean sheet. The faith being paid off.
He's just appeared.
He's just appeared. So. He possibly can do something against Arsenal. I do love.
He can, but he probably won't.
Yeah, exactly. He can, but
I wouldn't put any eggs in any sort of Adama basket.
sort of a dumb. I wouldn't have too much. I'd go into the sort of game having low expectations to be pleasantly surprised by if he does something.
Yeah.
Leicester versus Fulham. What are we saying?
I think Leicester are going to win 3-0.
Leicester 3-0?
I think Sam's going to have a very fun time owning Vardy, and I think that Vardy's going to do very well.
Yeah, obviously I want to talk down Vardy because I hope he's not going to do well, but in reality I think he is going to do well. So yeah, Leicester 3-0. I can completely concur with that. And then the final game of the weekend, West Ham Aston Villa.
Who have you got pegged?
It's a hot. I could see this being a draw, to be honest. Maybe Villa nick it. Obviously, I want Grealish to do well. West Ham have looked good.
I think 2-1 Villa is probably more likely. I don't think I've got a clean sheets this week.
Mm-hmm. That's true, actually. Well, it could be one of them surprising weeks for like a bunch. Obviously, I think Man City obviously should keep a clean sheet. You know what? I could see one of Chelsea or Spurs keeping it, but like nick it 1-0. Arsenal Wolves 0-0. West Brom Sheffield 0-0. So there could be a fair amount. Palace Newcastle 4-0. So you know, easy. But yeah, we're closing in on the deadline now. A couple of minutes to go. Any last?
Out of interest, what did Elliot think the Villa West Ham?
Let me have a look. I'll roll through what he thought. He said Southampton United 3-1 United, Chelsea Spurs 2-1 Spurs, Arsenal Wolves 1-1, Leicester Fulham 3-0, West Ham Villa 2-1 to Villa.
Oh, Elliot and I are.
You're very on the same page. I've also got he's gone with captaincies as well, so I'll just read out his captaincy. So the shout out to L Taylor, missed, but he will be back with us soon. Vardy, good for him against horrendous Fulham team. Big haul incoming, hopefully. KDB, City out of form. Nick Pope injured. Salah, he just said just Salah in it. So yeah, I think that's right. That's all the reason you need. Bruno, you like look better, especially if Oli starts VDB. Donny van der Beek against a Highline Saints team. That's true. But the Highline Saints team...
There's always a lot of talk about Saints having a high line.
It works for some... I mean, to be fair, that can mean players like... I feel like that benefits Rashford and Martial more than it benefits Bruno, though. But, I mean, I guess he'll be the one playing the balls over, so... Could be a couple of assists incoming for him. But I actually don't... Like, if he grabs an assist, I'll feel like that's a dodge... Like, a bullet dodge. There you go. Words. English. Get them out. Let's go. But yeah, the deadline. I think that's the deadline. It's weird because my laptop has one time at 29 and my phone's got 31.
It's 29 on my phone.
29. 1 minute to go. Any last minute changes in the chat, boys? Lads or lasses?
I'm nervous about a De Bruyne week. You know what? Not everyone's got Salah and De Bruyne. Either way, it's fine. That's it. That's half past.
That's half past. Well, good luck. Good luck to everyone this weekend. Hopefully, well, I mean, I'm hoping my team's going to do well. Obviously, you may have completely different players, so I'd say good luck. But anyone who's got Bruno Fernandes, I don't really mean that because I want him to do badly. But yeah, any last words?
No, I think that's wrapped up nicely.
It's wrapped up nicely. Thanks for joining us, and I guess we'll see you again next Friday for another Deadline stream.